Big changes are coming to security certifications, and IT leaders need to be ready. With the Certification Authority and Browser Forum's decision to reduce certification lifespans to just 47 days by 2029, we're on the brink of a major shift in certification management. Steve Hall from GlobalSign is here to show us how they're turning this challenge into an opportunity. Welcome, Steve.
Hey, very welcome to be here.
Steve, let's first dive into what exactly is changing with SSL and TLS certifications and why this change is happening now.
Traditionally, certificate lifespans have actually been several years, and they're actually currently about 398 days. However, with the constant evolution of security risks and threats that are going on, many organizations have agreed that certificates being valid for so long is a massive risk. After all, you wouldn't maintain the same password for an entire year, at least hopefully not. So Apple and actually Google proposed to the CA Browser Forum for both the reduction of certificate lifespans and also for domain validations, which CAs use. Now, both of these were voted in favor, as you know, by the leading browsers. The recommendations have been to reduce the lifespan for TLS gradually over the next 3.5 years. Initially to 200 days, 100 days, and of course, as we know, finally to 47 days in March 2029. Along with that domain validation reuse dropping to 10 days for CAs as well. At the end of the day, the aim is to reduce the risk of certificates being compromised so they're not available for too long and therefore exploited.
So now that we understand the changes, let's explore the impact. How will this change the day-to-day operations of IT teams?
Sure. So, the biggest impact will be the significant increase in how often TLS certificates need to be renewed. So at the moment, you're looking at once a year for certificates. But after the changes in 2029, you're going to be looking at 8 times a year. Obviously, for smaller organizations with, very low number of certificates, this might not have a very big impact. However, for a lot of organizations, certainly those with more than 5 to 10 or hundreds or even thousands of TLS certificates, this is going to create a potential issue. But even 10 SSLs or TLS is 80 renewals a year under the new 47-day regime. So there needs to be a very strictly documented, policy-driven process and a kind of a set of tools in place to maintain these renewals, ensuring that when the certificates are not only renewed, but they are managed and properly monitored, logged, and auditable as well. And at the end of the day, any failure in this process would definitely result in misuse, expiries leading to loss of services, or of course, potential security breaches or risks.
Now, with these changes in mind, how is GlobalSign stepping up to help IT leaders adapt in this new reality?
So, GlobalSign have always been more than just a CA providing certificates. We've always been trying to advise, support, and enable customers. In fact, even before the recent plans for 90 then 47 days, we've not only been developing our CLM solution portfolios, so that now we have 5 different options for customers to choose from. But we also continually educate and advise through blogs, ebooks and social media, and of course interactions with our sales teams and engineering teams. And this is even more important with this upcoming kind of shorter lifespans and the renewal frequency. Hence actually the launch of an additional CLM solution just yesterday. And we did that to basically offer even more choice and flexibility for our customers, so they can adapt and implement a solution that's kind of right for them, because everyone's different.
What should IT leaders be doing right now to prepare?
So, although the reductions start in March next year, 47-day certs are not until 2029. Now, that might seem like a really long way away, but as we know in this industry, it'll come around really quickly. And my advice for any IT teams or leaders is to start evaluating their position with regards to managing their certificates as soon as possible, like now. Even if they have some processes or tools in place already, which I'm sure they do, they may not be appropriate for that significant increase in renewals and that management and the monitoring from March 2029. And of course, although the 47-day does come then, there are those drops in the meantime. So the renewals and that constant work is going to come up pretty quickly. Now, we've already been working both with existing and new customers regards to CLM. And they don't have to jump straight in with a fully featured solution. Many of our organizations kind of start their CLM journey. They may be just using the Acme protocol for SSL, TLS renewals, and even basic certificate management tools that, for example, we offer free of charge, just to kind of get them started and maybe replace any manual processes that they have. The key point is for IT leaders kind of to reach out to their CA, such as GlobalSign, and kind of work with our engineering teams to understand kind of their unique environment. After all customers are different depending on the size and what certificates they need. They could be global, multi-domain or forest, for example. Some could be very complex. And so that way they can kind of look at what their needs and the potential solutions that are required now, so that they can then implement the right solution before the first kind of lifespan reductions come into force even next year.
Steve, thank you so much for showing us how GlobalSign is making this transition easier, ensuring IT leaders can stay secure, compliant, and in control as the 47-day rule approaches.
You're welcome. Thank you.
To learn more, visit the website on your screen. For the Channel Company, I'm Kenna Johnson.